1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. Just kidding. Alright, what's up guys? Shae Taylor. I'm going to give you a few different things to do in order to prep for the PRT. So you can start adding these exercises in between sets. Honestly, you could add them throughout your day. If you wanted to do like 5 sets of 10 per day, that would even help build strength to get better at your push-ups and better at your plank. What I do is I will just go in between sets, like if I'm working a chest day or a shoulder day or even a back day, my push-ups and plank have significantly improved. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. But first, I want to show you some mobility exercises for your wrists because they're really going to take a beating when you're going through this. You're going to turn your wrist like this, and then you're going to apply slight pressure and kind of lean back, and you're going to feel a stretch right through here. You want to hold that for 30 seconds at least. After you're done with that, you can do the opposite. So you're going to rotate your wrist in, and you're going to pretend like you're screwing in a light bulb. So you're going to do that motion, also lean back as well. You should feel it more on the outside of your wrist. This will also help your extensors. After you hold that for 30 seconds, shake it out. You're gonna bring your palms facing upward and apply slight pressure. Don't apply too much. You do not want to over apply pressure, just to where you feel the stretch in your hands. And then last, the opposite of that, put your palms down, and then you can rock back side to side. These are a really good idea to do this before your PRT. Just like I said, your wrists are going to take a beating, so I would even incorporate this in your exercises as well. Okay, we're going to go over a few different types of push-ups. The best way to get better at push-ups, you guys, is just to do them. I mean, there's really no other way around it. But in order to increase your push-ups, you're going to want to do all kinds of push-ups. So you have the regular push-ups, which I showed you in my other video up here, my other PRT video, but I'm just going to get more into depth with like variety and what you can do throughout your workouts. So you got your typical push-up, right? Your arms are right underneath your shoulders. You have a flat back, come down, come back up, all right? Well, you can do narrow, so bring it in, closer than shoulder width apart. That way it really works your tricep, or you can go wider, which really gets your chest. You can do diamond push-ups, which are basically you make a diamond with your hands, and this really gets your pec minor. So you come in. So that will also help as well. My favorite are push-up pulses. So it's basically where you pick a spot in your push-up and you sit there and you just pulse it out. So you can get crazy with it. You can start pulsing here. You can go down here and start pulsing, or you can even get lower to the ground and start pulsing. That will definitely fry your arms, and you'll notice over time you'll get better and better and better, and when you do like a regular push-up, it's going to feel like nothing. Really good way to start if you're a beginner are to do negatives. Negatives are basically eccentric movements, so you're slowly lowering your body down to the ground, and this will help get your body prepped for the push-up itself, but it will also help strengthen those muscles that you're going to need to use. So a negative, basically, what you're going to do is lower yourself for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you get to the bottom, you can go on your knees, push yourself back up, and get back to that plank position. If you start adding in negatives to your workouts, especially like towards the end of your workout, say you have a shoulder day or a chest day, you do 5 sets of 10 negatives, I promise you, the next time you work out, you're going to feel a whole lot stronger. If you guys really want to start getting intense with it, and that is all super easy to you, start using weight on your back. So start with whatever you think that you're capable of doing. You just put it on the top of your back. To be honest with you guys, I do not need extra weight, so this might be a little ugly. But again, good proper form, come down, back up. And that is for experts. If you don't need that, don't use it, don't even worry about it. One of my favorite push-up exercises are push-ups. It's called a push-up plus. So basically, I'm just gonna show you. You come down, do a push-up, but when you get to the top, you're gonna push through your shoulders. This helps your serratus anterior, which is this muscle right here. It kind of looks like a hand. It helps strengthen the smaller muscles around your bigger muscles to help with those push-ups. So if you can even do without the push-up and just do push-up like the plus part. So you let your shoulders sink and then you push up through your shoulders again. This also is really good for your core. Okay, so now we're gonna go over plank exercises. So this is called bird dog. You wanna make sure that your back is flat. Your hips aren't waddling too much, but there's a couple of different versions. So you can go tabletop, hands and knees, and just reach out, opposite arm, opposite leg. Really engage your core here. Don't stick your butt out, keep your core engaged. You can go up another level, go into a plank position, opposite arm, opposite leg. Once again, this is a little more challenging. It takes a lot of balance and a lot of core strength. Another core strengthening exercise, flutter kicks. So if your back hurts, you can support your lower back by putting your hands underneath your butt. If you can do it without, just fine, then do that. But you want to keep your head slightly off the ground, core engaged, back flat, and just flutter kick. So do 30 seconds. If you can do a minute, that'd be awesome too. Good exercise for plank strengthening. Basically, you're gonna lay down, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna push against your own leg. I don't know what these are called, I completely forgot, but you're gonna push and hold. So while you're pushing back, you're gonna push forward with your hands. Pick your other foot off the ground and hold for 30 seconds. Well, I promise you're gonna start shaking, but it's gonna strengthen up your core. So when you're doing a plank, when you're practicing the plank, I want you to constantly be mindful about your entire body and where it's at, what you're feeling, each muscle that's firing, each muscle that's engaged. So you're in this plank position, and a lot of people think you just have to sit there and hold it. Yeah, that's true, but when you're practicing the planks, I want you guys to get the most out of your practice as possible. So when you come to this plank position, make sure you have good form, but then engage. So you're gonna almost kind of like think about pulling your feet forward and your arms back, and that way your abs will start firing that much more. I promise you, it sounds crazy, but just get on the floor and try it. There's a difference between just sitting there and then actively engaging your core. If you start actively engaging that core while you practice, when it comes to the real time, you're gonna be able to hold it that much longer because your body's already trained to do so. So my biggest advice, get on the floor and just start practicing. I mean, don't wait for the last week, last 2 weeks to start practicing and say, oh my gosh, like I can't even hold a minute plank. I have all this time right now to get fit, to get healthier, to feel better. I'm very passionate about this change. I think it's awesome, but I also think a lot of people are in for a world of hurt because they think planks are easy. So if you start doing these core exercises, don't do them every day. My suggestion would be do them at the end of a workout, or every other day. And then once a week or like once every 2 weeks, you set your phone timer for 2 minutes, you knock out as many push-ups as you can, and then you hold a plank for as long as you can, and you time yourself. That way you can kind of see where you're at before the actual PRT, so that you're gonna be capable of passing. And not only that, but getting an outstanding. Like, why not reach for the best possible score that you can get? So that's just my 2 cents. I hope this helped. If you found this helpful at all, please subscribe. It helps me out and it helps get the word out just across the board. So I'll catch you guys later. You just push back into, no, we're gonna restart. Gosh, can you stop it? You can push it back with your neck. You gotta kind of move it around a little bit. Down. Yeah, I don't need to. We're gonna do that again. My arms are already fried from working out today, so